Well, hello everybody. We told you we would be giving you some more information about our coming together this Lord's Day on June the 14th at 11 a.m. So we'll be having our first service in a number of weeks this Sunday morning, June 14th at 11 a.m. On that note, I would advise you, because of the changes that we're having to make to accommodate the safety precautions we need to follow, I would arrive earlier than you normally would, perhaps just a few minutes, because we're going to be doing some things with getting you seated properly, and that'll take just a little bit more time before we're ready to start at 11 a.m. So let me just very quickly go over a few things. We're very excited about knowing that we're going to get to see everybody that's able to come this Sunday morning, but in doing so, there's some precautions we need to take, some things that are going to be different, some things are going to have to change, at least for a while, and we want to accommodate those changes as flawlessly and seamlessly as we can. So let me just go over some things in no particular order, but I didn't want to leave out anything. Of course, it is understood, I hope you have figured out by now, that if you're not feeling well, you don't need to be in a large group or exposing yourself to others, etc., etc. So I'll leave that up to your good judgment. If you're in one of the vulnerable groups that have pre-existing conditions or other issues that would concern you about being in public and being in a crowd like this, then certainly know we will miss you, but we have no expectations of you stepping outside of your comfort zone and coming to the service here in the next week or so at least. We do realize that the virus is still here, so we're going to be practicing some things that will make it a safer environment for us. We will be social distancing. The seating is spaced such as to accommodate that 6-person rule. You will be allowed to sit in family groups, whatever that consists of. I know some of our families have been together often, even extended families. So we would ask you just to accommodate your family in such a way that would be safe for others in whatever family group you're going to be in. As you arrive, there will be only one entrance into the building. That will be the main front sanctuary doors. So you will come in those doors. When you approach those doors, they will be open already. Then when you enter the vestibule, the doors to the sanctuary itself will be open. There'll be someone there to greet you and to escort you to a seat and sit you in a family group, whoever is with you or whoever will be joining you in your family group in the moments to come. Masks are optional. If you want to wear one, that's quite all right, but they're certainly not required. Of course, when we come together, it's going to be different, especially in this aspect. There's going to be no physical contact, no hugging, no handshaking, nothing like that. I know we have some folks that have a real tendency to do that, and I'm one of them. So I would ask you to use restraints and not do that, because that may make someone else uncomfortable, and it may also expose them to whatever you may be carrying in regard to the virus that we've been dealing with for several months. So let's just be cooperative and try to stay within those guidelines. Of course, right now we're not having Sunday school, no small group meetings. There's still some things going on that need to be accommodated in regard to that. We will not have bulletins being handed out, and neither will we be using hymnals. We've acquired some electronic equipment to facilitate being able to make our announcements on screen and to sing from the screen, and so we'll be implementing those things to take care of those issues. Offerings, we will not be passing a plate to receive an offering. There'll be receptacles out in the vestibule and over at the Welcome Center, and so if you would just deposit your gifts and your offerings there, and our counting team will take care of securing that. Restrooms will be open, but please, if you will, only 2 people at one given time in the restroom. That will allow for social distancing. Be sure you wash up good before you leave out of there. And the doors will be open. There's What we're trying to do is not create a surface where something could be left or a contaminant could be there that would be passed on to somebody else. So 2 people at the time in the restrooms. Also, there'll be no nursery. If you do need services, the nursery is there, but if you use it, we'll have to sanitize the whole entire room before someone else can use it. And so right now, those guidelines, hopefully you will be able to follow if you're here with small children. We will meet at 11, and we will be here for an hour or so. We'll not have an extended, lengthy service so as not to overexpose folks, especially the first time we're together. There's a lot of nuts and bolts to this, a lot of things that have to be done, and I know that you're going to be cooperative and understanding and just listening to the guidelines and instructions that you're given when you arrive here. It's going to be an exciting day after not being together for all these weeks. I'm so looking forward to being with God's people on this Lord's Day. Should you have questions, most of our church folks have my phone number and know how to contact me. So if you need other information or clarification on anything, feel free to give me a call, and we'll follow up with you on that and make sure you know what's going on. Look forward to seeing you Sunday. God bless you.